And once more, hello and welcome back everybody to Mechabellum. Playing against Said Louis, I would assume the name is said. It sounds kind of French here. And my opponent is going to show us some very interesting strats. Strats that have been a thing in the past when I literally was not yet playing Mechabellum at all. So he starts with Fangs and Steel Balls. And he instantly sells some Steel Balls, which I can understand. Only to get more Fangs, and with quick supply he still has 300 supply left, just enough for Fang range. So we're up against Fang Spam. In this case, I guess it's Fang Steel Ball, but it's not gonna stay that, like, he's already telegraphed that much. Right now I'm asking for this marksman to kindly turn around and shoot stuff that actually matters. What he does. There is still quick supply spec, but Fangs unupgraded, unleveled are just even worse than unleveled, unupgraded Mustangs. With the only exception that they are acceptable in that state because they cost half a Mustang pack's supply. I still clean up this round pretty convincingly. Alright, so what to do against Fangs? Well, I should give some context. I did play against a bit of Fang Spam, I think, earlier, against Steel Sane. And since I had a lot of a better start, I think I kind of just out-tempoed him in 5 rounds and completely annihilated him. One of the units I did it with was actually Spiders, like going for range, mech rage, high explosive ammo, and then just splashing down all of these Fangs. That did work, but my opponent has entirely different plans, as you can see. I'm up against Fang Hacker, or Hacker-Fang. I think it was called Hacker-Fang. He already unlocked it, but he doesn't seem to get any of these units yet. Of course, I can't see that. It's hidden from me. So, yeah. Right now I'm thinking, okay, let's just get Spiders. They roll Fangs. Maybe I need to worry about Fortresses, because I have not played in my entire life, as far as I can remember, against pure Hacker-Fang. So that was not on my mind in the slightest. Well, there isn't really much to say here. My opponent has literally only Fangs, and they get rolled. Like, for real. Incendiary Bomb for even more rolling them. Amp Core. Or Intensive Training. My opponent chooses Intensive Training, and this is where the shenanigans start. He just gets a level 2 Fang, level 2 Hacker, and instantly makes it level 3. This thing is officially capable of probably annihilating my entire army by itself, so long as it stays a bit out of range. Or has some chaff to cover in front, which it does. It even gets some extra chaff in front. So this hacker is the safest thing there is. Meanwhile, I'm going into range myself. And I have 3 units of chaff. By round 3, I guess. So it's par for the course, more or less. But I think you should have more here. He throws down a missile. For reasons I'm not aware yet. I guess just to delete whatever I might have in front. And he even goes for temp range here. What am I waiting for, or is he waiting? Well, time is ticking. Well? I don't know, maybe he had something, someone on call or something. Anyway, look at how quickly this spider gets turned. Oof. At this point, my mind is still kinda trying to wrap around, what? There is no elite hacker card. How did this happen? Well, I think I can kind of fast forward from here because, yeah. Talk about a turnaround. Oof. Well, this ain't looking too great. What do I even choose here? Sabertooth for my opponent, evidently only to sell. And what do? I think I would have to choose the Fire Badgers, no? I choose the Scorpion. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about shields maybe and how to break through, but the Scorpion is just another target that the hackers can target. They now have range. There's another hacker here, one in the back to probably defend against flanks or something. No, he puts it at the front, okay. And I am thinking long and hard about what to do here. I need more chaff is the answer. But unupgraded crawlers kinda just plain lose out to this. Meanwhile, I get another spider and do actually put it in the flank, because spiders in the flank have historically worked out pretty well for me. I level this spider, but in truth, I might just not want to do that at all. So this has an instant lock on, which is probably going to be ultra bad here. Under the cover of chaff, I can kinda advance. My tower is targeted, but it gets saved, is the only way to put it. And I do actually manage to kinda push through here. If I can kill that big hacker, it's gonna be glorious. I can. Very good. That hacker doesn't do too much damage, and it's just an absolute cleanup here. Just the chaff in front and not being instant hacked is actually a lot of good. We have an EMP blast or an iron blast, which both are very terrifying for my opponent, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I go for the iron variant. He uses elite on one of the hackers, intensive training, to upgrade one of the hackers to level 2. There is no cover here, so that thing can do its work even faster and then get some actual work done. He starts buying out, getting not permanent damage and temporary range. And throws down missiles because I don't really have much chaff in the front, do I? Meanwhile, I am still thinking about what to do here. Why does it not show the iron blast as being blasted? There was a patch in between, but it only, I think, was, what's it called? A reconnection issue that got fixed. So I didn't really expect replays to go bad here. But it seems to have gone bad. Oops. Well, let's see and just watch this. And yeah, there is an iron blast missing here, so that kinda got bugged. That is unfortunate. I didn't expect that patch on Monday. But let me tell you one thing. It wasn't looking much prettier. The shields on this thing kinda just outlasted the iron blast, and I ended up eating a lot of damage here. I still think it's bugged and I don't actually have this amount of money. I don't know if this is completely broken or anything. Let's just see. I do drop all of my money. Maybe I just ran out of time, actually. That is also a possible explanation, that I simply ran out of time last time. The Iron Blast, let me tell you, didn't accomplish enough for what it was supposed to do. My opponent is dropping stuff. I am thinking maybe the hackers with Replicate can get in and do something. Well, we will see. He's spying out and everything. I'm not really expecting to die here, which is why I'm not. But you know, hackers, they can swing hard. This thing is just horribly outcountered. I should have definitely sold it. And all of the missiles make my opponent get in on my units so quickly that it basically is just an absolute massacre in like 10 seconds. It's already clear who has won. The round barely lasts like 20, which is only down to these crawlers here that are busy killing each other and doing nothing. And I just get completely obliterated here. Oof. Apart from the Iron Blast not working, this worked out basically as it did. And let's turn it around and see if there even is a way for me to win this. Okay. Like one more attempt. Copium here. Coping hard here. There is definitely something good happening if I just put a crawler here. And since it's not an elite crawler this time, I'm just going to put a missile here for some extra shield break. Then I'm definitely getting 2 elite wraiths with heal. I said 2 Wraiths. Oh, now I don't have that extra money because I need to spend it on... Ah, okay. Well, who cares? No, I'm starting to get a bit confused about the money situation and everything. I want these Wraiths here, and I want them mobile beaconed. And that mobile beacon is going to basically just put them straight on path for this tower. And not too much further. And what do I want to get with the rest of my money? I just get temporary buffs, I think. So there is some extra shield break compared to the last attempt now, which is putting some pressure on these hacker shields. One of them went down already. The other one is about to go down, and the crawlers are kind of just getting in a sense. All of these things are good. I'm probably going to get that hacker, hopefully. Maybe not. I would have to now start doing some damage again. I will get that hacker after all. Okay. Oh no, it just survived on like 1 HP. Alright, and it's kind of looking like a worse attempt of last time. But I do get a tower debuff, and the Wraiths are now not wasting the tower. They are shooting. But it's not working. Their shields are just too tough. The shields are just too tough. Alright, I think that is the best attempt yet, and it has been like an hour that I've been trying. I have gotten ultra close at times. I legitimately think if I could also afford, it just doesn't work out. I can't afford 2 elite Wraiths and floating artillery array. If I could, I think it would work. But I think I'm just calling it there. I'm calling this one a throw that I couldn't fix. At least not fix in the sense that I won the round. I was able to fix it in the sense that I wouldn't have lost. Because I still had enough HP. And I'm calling that good enough for now because I don't have the time to do this forever. Next time, no spiders against potential Hacker-Fang. Because that just wrecks me. Instead, I don't know, get Stormcallers or something like that. Okay, it is the day after. Supposedly, exclamation marks, by the way, this can be beaten by replicate crawlers. I don't particularly see how it's beaten by replicate crawlers, but I guess I'm gonna try. What I think I'll do is kind of just stack on one side, go for replicate crawlers. Definitely throw down a shield here. And probably just plain reinforce this side here. Reinforce the tower on this side, so it doesn't matter if it falls nearly as much. And maybe just a missile somewhat further back, maybe? I guess no, let's make these crawlers more powerful. Let's see if stacking on this side can help us. It's kinda not really amazing positioning on the missile, I guess. So the crawlers do get in here now. But can they actually accomplish what they set out to do? Well, they are going to replicate on a lot of these units, I hope. And that tower is going to last for a while. I definitely need to have the momentum here, and I'm probably going to get a tower myself soon-ish. Even before my opponent does. There is barely any hackers left, but they're gonna do a lot of work now. Oof, they are gunning the crawlers down, but it does actually work. Okay. Barely, but I managed to win with this. I guess the shield in a better position could have helped, but stacking them on one side was actually the winning move. Alright, very, very good. And a big shout out to Squish from the Mechabellum Guild Discord for discovering this solution. I guess what I did wrong was not shield. Though, in fairness, I didn't expect to die here already. I didn't shield. And I didn't stack on one side or anything like that before. With these moves, I was able to win. And the reinforced tower here simply meant that I could basically just clean up the board while all of the fangs were simply hitting the tower. There always is a way to survive, I guess, in these kinds of scenarios. But yeah, Squish actually found a way to win. So congratulations, Mr. Squish. Because I couldn't do it on my own. I did have the right instinct in game to go for high-level replicate crawlers, but I just plain sucked at positioning them and got all of them missiled to death. And they didn't do much when I didn't protect them. So, yeah. Thanks everybody for watching and listening once more. And I hope to continue being successful in the quest of finding, or I guess in some cases, having found for me, A solution to every single board state that there is, where the loser party still could have turned it around.